So we're gonna start off onto the back of our mats into a short child's pose. Bring the big toes to a touch, space between your legs, between your knees, and then allow your chest to dip down. If you need to put something underneath your forehead to rest your head on, you can always do that by grabbing a block, a pillow, or books. Just let your hips rest on top of your heels. And just take a moment to come to your breath. In through the nose, feel the ribs expand to the sides, to the back. Exhale through the nose, feel the ribs contract. Nice, even breaths in and out through the nose, even in length and even in deepness. Good. I'm just gonna come to the fingertips now as you inhale. Walk your hands over towards the right and fold over your right knee, right thigh. Feeling the opening on the left ribs, and left side of your left arm. Good. Move to center as you inhale. All the way over to the left side. And then sinking down here, feeling the opening on the right ribs, right arm, right shoulder blade. Good. Make your way towards center as you inhale. Rolling up towards your hands and knees. Then tuck your toes into the mat. Lift your hips up into downward facing dog. Just a few breaths there. If you like, you can walk out your dog. You can move your head around. Maybe bend one elbow at a time. Just let it feel sweet, your first downward dog here. And if you feel more like holding your downward dog statically, that's fine too. So make sure you're rooting down through your palms, pressing down to the base knuckle of your index finger. And just suck your belly in, lift the pelvic floor muscles up. Just finding as much length as possible from your sit bones towards your palms. Good. And then as you inhale, next lift both of your heels. And then exhale, roll them down slow. Then roll over your toes, ripple through the entire body. Come down towards all fours. Release the tops of your feet. Arch your back as you inhale, lift your head up. And then exhale, round through the back. Move the spine fluidly, inhale. Like you're doing body waves. Exhale, round your back. Sit bones down, chin to chest. Maybe lean a little bit forward here if that feels good, if that feels sweet. Inhale, reverse. Maybe lean a little bit back if that feels good. And exhale, round through the back. Good. Inhale, come to neutral spine. Tuck your toes into the mat. Lift your knees just above the mat. And then pause there. So suck the belly in strong. Just gonna roll the elbows now, in and out. So creating some awareness of the positioning of your elbows and your palms. So you want to make sure your fingers are widespread, and as much as feasible, keep pressing down to the base knuckle of your index fingers. And in most positions, we want to have the elbows pointing back, so let's hold there and having a micro bend into the elbows. Good. Now we're going to pick up the right foot. So keep your knee hovering. Inhale there, and then as you exhale, slowly bring your knee towards your right elbow. Good. Bring it back. And then slowly return your toes back to the mat. Switching sides, just lift your toes, keep your knee where it is. And then exhale, knee towards the left elbow. Inhale, bring it back. Set your toes into the mat. Inhale there. And then as you exhale, bring your hips towards your heels. But keep your knees hovering, so kind of a floating child's pose. Good. And as you inhale, roll forward, coming into a high plank. And then as you exhale, lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Good. As you inhale, bring the right leg up in the air. For single leg downward dog, keeping the hips squared. Exhale, step your foot lightly between your hands. Release the knee and foot. Come halfway up. Good. We're going to interlace the fingers. Just for a moment, roll out your wrist. Press down through your left upper foot, left knee, and through the right heel. So I want you to imagine to drag your legs closer to one another until you feel an activation into your right hamstring, right glute. Good. I'm just going to bring the arms by the sides now. Now on your inhale, you're going to lean forward. Keep dragging your legs towards one another. And then exhale, press back up. Inhale, lean forward. And exhale, press back up. Inhale, lean forward. And as you lean forward, I don't want you to change the angle of your hips. And so they stay right as they are. So don't hang into the low back here. Keep everything nice and tight and strong. So focusing here primarily on that left psoas muscle. Good. Now once you're down again, gonna bring the hands down, wrist in line with your front heel. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. And then as you inhale, lift your right leg back up into a single leg downward dog. This time open your hip and then move your heel towards your left shoulder as you exhale. Good. Now as you inhale, keep your knee bent, roll into a plank, and then bring your knee towards your elbow as you exhale. Inhale, press it up. Exhale, move your heel towards your left shoulder. Inhale, come through center slow. And then exhale, tap your right upper arm. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, bring the leg a little further over. Inhale, rolling forward. Exhale to tap. And this time step your foot down. So your heel is now on the mat, your toes are off the mat. So the foot has about 45-degree angle. Now we're gonna just drop down towards the left knee, left foot. Maybe walk your left hand a little bit more towards the center of your mat. We're just gonna reach the right arm over as you inhale. Exhale, bend into the left knee, maybe touch your toes. Inhale, reach. And then as you exhale, tap the left corner of your mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, tap your toes. Inhale, reach. And exhale, maybe move your right knee a little further out to the side. Inhale, reach. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, tap. Good. Inhale, reach. Exhale, now stay here. If you want, grab your foot or ankle and then pull the leg closer inwards. Roll the shoulders back. Maybe roll that right knee a little bit further out. If that feels good, if that feels switchy. Good, and then release. Gonna reach it one more time out to the side. Now straighten through the back leg. Move your toes inwards, yes? And then pop up to your left heel. Good. So we go pretty deep here. Yeah, so allow your hips to sink down. Good. Now if you like to add a twist from here, you're gonna bring the right arm down. We're going to reach up to the left arm. All right, exhale, bring the hand down, come balancing on your back toes. Step back to plank, and then exhale, lower down from the knees or toes. Inhale, open up your chest. And then exhale, make your way into downward facing dog. And again, just walk out your feet. One by one, just moving sweet. Good. Now let's keep the right foot down and then lift up the left leg as you inhale. Left foot steps through as you exhale. Release the knee, release the foot, coming halfway up. Good. Now this time we're going to interlace the hands. Reach the arms up as you inhale. And then as you exhale, round through the back. Inhale, reach the arms up. Allow the hips to sink a little deeper. Exhale, round through the upper back. Move your pubic bone forward as you do that. Inhale, keep your pelvis stable. Shoulders sinking down. Exhale, round through the back. Good. Inhale, reach. And then as you exhale, lean over towards the left. Come back to center, inhale. So we do a little bit different on this side. Exhale, kind of same movement, same feel, but a little bit deeper. Good. Now tuck your back toes. As you inhale, lift your left leg, open your hip, and then exhale, heel towards your right shoulder blade. Inhale, keep your knee bent. Start to hover forward into a plank. Exhale, knee is touching the left tricep. Inhale, come up, open your hip, maybe gaze underneath your arm. Inhale, move to center. Knee is touching the upper left arm. Inhale, open up, keep your knee up high in the transition. Exhale. Good, inhale. Hover again. Exhale, touch. And then step your foot to the outer edge of your left hand. Come down to watch your knee, right foot. Right hand maybe a little bit more to the center of the mat. And then inhale, we find that reach. Exhale, bend into the right leg. Touch maybe. Inhale. And then exhale, tap to the right corner of your mat or beyond. Inhale, reach. And exhale, tap. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach. Exhale to tap. One more time. Inhale, reach. This time, grab your foot or ankle if it feels good. Allow that left knee to sink a little further out and down. Breathe. Chest open, shoulder blades back, shoulders back. Good, now release your foot. And again, we're going to bring the hand to the outer edge of the right side of the mat. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and let's spin over to the second side. And so if it feels okay, come towards your heel or the right leg. If you need to lift your left heel, that's fine. I'm just getting used to being in this shape. If you feel like adding on from there, bring the left arm down. Reach up to the right arm. Adding that twist element to it. And exhale, bring the hand down. Balancing on your back toes, step back to plank. Inhale there. And then exhale, lower down slow. Inhale, come to cobra. Or if you feel for it, go into an up dog. And then exhale, make your way to downward facing dog. Good. Ripple forward into a high plank. Inhale there. And on the exhale, let's come to a forearm plank. Good. So your elbows are shoulder width. As your hands can be a little bit closer if that's needed, or keep them in line with your elbows if that's fine for you. And we're just going to do a little bit of core work here, or more core work. We haven't already secretively doing some of that. And so we're going to exhale, and then we're going to lean forward. So you roll over your toes as far as you can. And then come back down, backwards, heels pressing back. So exhale, lean forward. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, roll. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, roll. Inhale, bring it back. Now cross your right arm towards your left elbow. And then let's come over to a side plank. If you need to drop your left knee, right knee here, you can do that. If you feel ready, lift up through your left arm. If you like to add on from there, pick up your left foot. Stabilize. Press out of your right shoulder. Good. Now bring your left hand down. Bend into the right left knee. I'm just gonna lower down slow. This is a challenging one. Try to pop up to your right hand. Yes, good. Now inhale, bring the left leg up. Exhale, left knee, right tricep. Hold it there, stick it to the inside of the right foot. Extend your left leg, maybe onto the floor, or keep it hovering. Pick up your right hand. Good, pressing the hips forward. Now bend into the knee again. Come back to where you started. Inhale, one leg plank. Lift your leg up high. Exhale, single leg chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, again, roll forward. Find your high plank. And again, we're gonna pop down towards the elbows. Now we're gonna interlace the hands this time. Gonna move through what we call rainbow planks. Yes, or that's how I call them. We're gonna move the hips over to the right. Bring the legs up, inhale. Exhale over to what's left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Good. Now we're gonna bring the left hand to the right elbow. Roll over to the second side. Maybe extend your arm, maybe pick up your right leg and hover. Side plank, legs are strong. Activate your glutes as well. Now bend into the right knee. Bring the left hand down, balancing on your left toes. Try to pop up, it's a hard one. Inhale, lift your leg. And then exhale, bring your knee inwards. Turn over to the inside. Extend your leg, maybe release the foot down if you need to. Extend your left fingertips. Breathe. Lift your foot away from the floor if it's in the air. Good, bend your knee. Again, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, lift, single leg, downward dog. Good, exhale. Single leg plank, chaturanga. Up dog cobra, inhale. And then downward facing dog. As you exhale, take a deep breath into the nose. Out the mouth, exhale. Now widen your feet. Toes are out. And so the feet are the width of your shoulders. And then we're gonna sit down into yogi squat, malasana. Good. Interlace your fingers, roll out your wrists. Just gonna rock a little bit left to right here. Circle your hands a few times one way, a few times spin them into the opposite direction. Good. Now, I'm just gonna move the knees inwards, center, and then inwards as far as you can bring them in. You can use your hands onto the ground, or just extend them out in front if that works for you. Good. One more time on the second side. And we're gonna move them to the outside. It's a little bit harder. Yeah, so move your knee out. Move your knee out. You might need to lift your heel here, which is fine. Good. And come back to center. Now we're gonna bring the arms as far down as we can towards the ground. So your knees as high as possible in line with relative to your shoulders. Good, then we're just gonna lean back here. Elbows are the width of your shoulder or slightly wider. Hands are shoulder width. Just gonna rock forward, lift your heels, lean forward. Come back to your heels, lift your hands, and exhale. Press a little bit through the hands as you lift your heels and your bum. Inhale back. Exhale, lift. One more time, inhale, bring it back. And exhale, lift. This time we're gonna stay here. See if you can lift your bum a little higher. Maybe slide your hands a little bit further in. So your knees are now on the outsides of your arms. And so your elbows are kind of at the height of your shin. So not too high, not too low. So not to your ankles, but definitely not to your knees. And then we're just gonna lean forward. Maybe bend into your right leg. So the right toes pointing to the center, in line with your center of the body. Maybe pick up the other leg. If you do, squeeze your feet in. Squeeze your hands into the mat like you're dragging the mat in towards your palms. And elbows are kind of in a neutral position, so knees are squeezing into the elbows, elbows are pressing into the legs. If you need a few attempts, that's totally fine if you're learning this pose. And it can take a few attempts, so don't worry about that. You'll learn from falling. Good, if you're still in crawl, just bring your feet back. Come back to Malasana, roll out your wrists. Good, now from here, just gonna bring the hands behind you. And then you walk your feet back, or in my case, if you want to make sure you can still see me, you're gonna walk forward, so I'm still in the frame. Yeah, so just gonna roll the shoulders back, and then we come into reverse table position. So squeeze your glutes, lift your chest, lift your pelvis, roll the shoulders backwards. And then as you exhale, bring your hips down, maybe through the frame of the arms. So you might need to widen your hands a bit if you have them too narrow. And then move your hips backwards. Lift your hips again, inhale. And exhale, bring it through. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, bring it through. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, bring it back. And we're gonna hold it here. And so press the floor away from you, press your hips away from the floor, and breathe. Shoulders away from the ears as much as feasible. Last 2 breaths. And sit your bum down. Good, flex your feet. Just gonna reach the arms up on inhale. And then exhale, come to a seated forward fold. Either grab your ankles or feet and just let your let your head rest down towards your legs. Good, inhale, flat back, look up. And then as you exhale, release. We're gonna cross the right leg over the left leg. Yes, and then foot as close to you as feasible. Left arm hugging the right knee in. Sit up straight. And we're gonna reach up to the right arm on the inhale. As you exhale, bring the right hand behind you. Use your fingertips to sit up straight. And then look over your shoulder backwards. Press down through the right foot that's on the floor. And then see if you can lift your left heel a little bit from the floor for a moment. Good, so you feel those muscles in that left leg are really active too. And then you can really sit down once you feel the engagement. Good, come back to center, inhale. We're gonna do the same thing on the second side. So left leg over right, hug your left knee into your chest. Reach up to the right arm, inhale. And then exhale, hand comes behind you. Look over your shoulder backwards. One strong line from the sit bones towards the top of the head. Feeling the length every inhale. Feeling the deepening of the twist every exhale. Good, come back to center as you inhale. We're going to switch back to the first side. If you want, you can add on from there by leaning over to the left hip. Bring the right leg in towards you. And so again, stepping through the left foot. If you feel that your hips are off, once you bring that left knee into a bend as well, you still think you can do either you come back to the first option or you put a block underneath your bum. Now again, we're going to hug the left arm around the right knee. Reach up through the right arm as you inhale. And then exhale, twist, look over your shoulder back. Keep pressing the left foot into the right foot into the mat. Good, come through center, inhale. Let's switch legs. So left leg over right. Sit on a block if you need to, or do the first option, the first variation we did. Hug the left leg with the right arm. left hand just come to the back. Sit up straight, twist, look over your shoulder back. Good, come back to center. And from here, we're just gonna bring the soles of the feet together. Bring the heels in towards your groin, hands come around your feet. And then you're just gonna press the heels together and the bases of the big toes together. Then sit upright on the inhale. And then as you exhale, fold down to your own degree. You can use your elbows onto the inner thighs if you want to, if that feels good, to press the knees down. Also here you can sit on a block if you feel it's hard for you to fold forward from a straight low back. Good, inhale, sitting upright. And we're gonna widen the legs into a V shape. So if you want to have more padding, you can come to the side of your mat. So also here, you want to make sure your sit bones are pointing back and not forward. So you might want to bend your knees. Again, you might want to sit on the surface. And then you're gonna flex your feet. So you press your heels away. You're gonna pull your toes towards you in this position. We're gonna reach the arms up on the next inhale. And then as you exhale, fold it down, hinging from the hips. Good, inhale, reach up. We're gonna do this one a bit more active. And then exhale, we're gonna fold and reach. Inhale, so you should feel a workout in your core with this one. Exhale, we're gonna reach. Inhale, sitting upright. And exhale, we're gonna reach. Now inhale there. Make sure your spine is really tall. And then as you exhale, we're gonna twist over towards the right. Reach up through the left arm, inhale. Exhale, we're gonna go down. Move through center. Over to the left foot. Inhale, reach up through the left arm. Exhale, down, spin over towards your right foot. Inhale. Roll the right ribs, left ribs up and back. Exhale, down. Over to the left. Inhale, reach. And exhale. Come back to the right. Now maybe bring the arm to the floor here on the inside of the right leg. If you can, grab the inside of your right foot with the left hand. And then we're going to open up again on the inhale, reaching up through the right arm. And then maybe if you can grab your toes, walk to the outside edge of your right foot with the left hand. And then move those ribs up and back. Press the left sit bone down towards the mat. Exhale, gaze down. This time we're going to curl the hands over to the second side. Same thing here. Left arm inside of the left leg. Maybe catch the inside of the left foot. And then once you have the left arm set, reach up with the right hand as you inhale. Maybe grab your toes on the exhale. Maybe grab the outside edge of your foot. And then roll those ribs up and back of the right side. Shift the weight into the right side. Good. Shift the gaze down. As you exhale, come towards the center. Walk your hands back. Inhale there. Good. Now grab the outsides of your legs. Bring the legs in towards one another. Then we're just going to make our way down onto the mat. So we're just going to lay down flat onto our backs. And I want to walk your legs a little bit in here. Toes are pointing somewhat in, heels somewhat out. Bring the arms to the sides. Press down through the soles of the feet. Slowly start to peel your back off the ground. Coming into bridge pose. Maybe you want to stay here. Maybe you like to interlace your fingers to climb higher up to the shoulder blades. Make sure your second toe is pointing forward so the legs are strong. Activate your glutes, squeeze your bum. If you like to finish off with a bang today, you have the option to bring your hands by your shoulders. Press up to your crown on your next inhale. Wait there as you exhale. And as your feet have slided out, this is the moment to bring your toes back to neutral. Next inhale, press all the way up to full wheel pose. Press through the hands to move your armpits further backwards. Press through the feet to move your arms even closer towards the back. Breathe. Strong legs, strong arms. Strong core, strong glute. If you're in full wheel pose, slowly come down towards the back. Shoulders, then towards your back. Now, hug your knees into your chest. Gently roll left to right over your low back. Now we're going to extend the feet up right above the hips. Flex your feet. Bring the arms by your sides. Press through the back of the neck. Press through the low back. Now for option one, I'm just going to stay here, especially if you have shoulder blades, if you have something going on with the upper back. And so if you like to take it further from here, I'm just going to roll up towards your shoulder blades. On the back of your head, catch your low back. Coming into shoulder stand. Toes pointing straight up towards the ceiling. Now it's fine if you need to hinge from the hips here. So as long as your back is straight and your legs are strong. And if you can, have your feet stacked above your knees stacked above your hips, and your hips stacked above your shoulder blades. Reach the toes towards the ceiling. Good. Slowly bring the legs overhead. Now we're going to release the hands down. Slowly decline back to your back. And then hug your knees into your chest. Again, roll left to right. Good. We're going to keep that right knee in. And then we extend the left leg all the way down. Extend your right arm to the side, palm facing up. And as you exhale, twist your right knee towards left as you plug down through the right shoulder blade. Maybe shift your gaze to look at your right thumb. Sometimes it's nice to move the hips a little bit further over to the right here, just to find your sweet spot in that low back. Slow down your breath as we unwind from the practice. Good. Now make your way through center. Shift your hips over to what's left a little bit. And bring the left knee in. And then rotate your left leg over to what's the right. Shift your gaze towards your left thumb. Again, if you want to pivot your hips a little further over to what's left, you can do that. Just keep that left shoulder grounded. And just enjoy that effortless stretch. And avoid to push or pull here in this position. So just surrender and let gravity do the work in this one. Good. Make yourself back towards center. Bring your head back to neutral. And then we move right into Shavasana. Extend your legs. Bring your arms by your sides, palms up. And just close your eyes. Taking one final deep breath in through the nose. Fill your lungs to the top. Sigh out through the mouth. Let go. feels good. You can do a couple of more like those. And once you feel you release all of the excess heat, just find your stillness. Allow your whole body to soften, relaxing the face muscles, the jaw, the tongue, spot between the eyebrows and the muscles behind your eyes. And relax your neck and shoulders. Just let your arms be heavy. Let your bum relax. Relax the pelvis. Let your legs be heavy. Just melt your whole body down into the mat. Nothing to do but surrender. And if you feel for it, you can stay here a little bit longer. And if you like to continue your day, just gently start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, roll out your wrists, roll out your ankles. Good, and then we're just going to extend your arms all the way overhead, point your toes, make your whole body as long as you can make yourself long. From the fingers to your toes, reactivating the muscles in the body. And then slide your heels in, press your back flat, hug your knees into the mat, rolling left to right. Good, now cross your ankles, curl your forehead up towards your ears, grab the back of the knees and then rock until you rock yourself all the way up into a final cross leg position. Eyes are closed, your hands are in front of your heart. Taking a moment to send gratitude to yourself for carving out that little time of your day to grow stronger, to grow more flexible, more resilient. Namaste. So thank you so much for joining this one. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel to stay updated with new videos. I try to post more frequently. I do my best, so just keep an eye on the channel, subscribe, and you will get your notifications automatically. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.